Hello and welcome to Access UTV. My name's Michelle Edhouse and today we're talking children. Today we're talking having your children do what you think they should. Now, how often have you got really frustrated, worked up, upset, grumpy, angry at your child for not doing what you think they should do? So let's have a look at what I just said, at what you think they should do. Now, where are they in that equation? Where does them having choice, them creating their future, them creating their reality show up in this? I've been looking at this morning. My eldest is home on a study day, teacher only day, I don't know what you call it really, and he's just hanging out on the couch playing PlayStation, and I keep asking him these questions like, do you have any homework to do? Do you have any assignments that are going to be due in shortly? Is there anything you could be doing to increase your grades? And I was like, came out to hang the washing out and I was like, what have I decided he should do? He could do, he will do, he won't do, he can't do, that keeps him from actually choosing. Now, you might say, well, he's 14, yes, I suppose he's getting to the age where you can allow him to choose, but my kid's only 2, and he really should have no choice. He should have everything told what he should do. I'm like, well, what are you actually creating there? Are you creating a child that is self-sufficient, can choose for him or her, can be present in their life enough to be aware of what's required and choose whether or not they're going to do what's required or be what's required? So when we decide and judge and conclude and project and expect others to be and do something, it creates an energy where they actually have to either align and agree with you, or resist and react to you, or just have interesting point of view about what you're saying. And in Access we teach tools and how to be in interesting point of view, have no point of view about what others are saying that you should or shouldn't do. And when your child is creating their life, they're choosing what they're being and doing, how much of what they create their life as is to please you, is to have ease with what shows up at home and not actually choosing what works for them. So I've been running since I noticed this. What energy, space and consciousness can I be to allow my son to choose for him for all eternity? And everything that is times a godzillion, and everything that doesn't allow that, I destroy and uncreate it. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine, boys, shorts and beyonds. And I've also been running, how many points of view am I using to create the could, should, would, won't, can't and shan't of my child I am choosing? Everything that is times a godzillion, I destroy and uncreate it all. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine, boys, shorts and beyonds. And I mean, this goes for anyone in your life. It's not just about parenting, it's not just about you and your kid. It could be you and your partner, it could be you and your workmates, it could be you and your boss, it could be you and your clients, it could be you and your mother-in-law. Who knows who it is? Would you be willing to put their name, anyone that you notice you're doing this with, put their name into that clearing? How many points of view are you using to create the could, should, would, wouldn't, couldn't and shan't of, put their name in there, I am choosing? Everything that is times a godzillion, will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine, boys, shorts and beyonds. What if you let go of all your projections and expectations of them and allowed them to create their lives from their choice? Now, initially there may be a little bit of a backlash, that whole, yahoo, freedom, I'm going to do anything I want to do. And what if just a little question here and there? Oh, how's that working for you, honey? Is that creating your future? What questions did you ask about choosing this? Can just poke the bear enough for them to look at it. Poke the bear for them to get the awareness without telling them what they should, could, and shouldn't, and won't do. So, when you're being you, what shows up when somebody tells you what you should and shouldn't do, what you could and couldn't do, what you would and wouldn't do? Ugh, yuck. If you're anything like me, I try and do exactly the opposite of what they're telling me I should and shouldn't do. So what if your kid is like that too? What if your child behaves in that way as well? And what can you be or do that will create the change you're looking for beyond telling them what they should do? And everything that doesn't allow you to have the ease, joy and glory of that, will you destroy and uncreate it, please? Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine, boys, shorts and beyonds. Now, if you're new to my channel, this weird and wacky thing I'm saying at the end is the Access Consciousness Clearing Statement. And it's like a little magic wand that clears away the energy of whatever's shown up when we ask that question. And if you'd like to know more about that, you can go to theclearingstatement.com and check that out. And what else is possible with parenting, with relationships of any kind, that you hadn't even imagined if you're willing to be out of control, out of definition, out of form, out of structure, out of linearity and out of concentricity for all eternity. What else is possible, guys? Are you willing to choose it? Are you willing to try it? Are you willing to play with it? And what else can you choose? What else would create greater for you and for your children, for you and all your relationships? So thanks for joining me here at Access UTV, and I look forward to sharing more tips, tools and possibilities in future videos. Cheers.